I never really feel older than them until we celebrate birthdays.
Curling now enters the Sports Weekend spotlight.
How do you have that energy? Because back in the day when I used to broadcast and curl, I only broadcasted after curling was done. So how?
Honestly, like, I don't know. It's my nature. I just never really get tired. Like when I say I'm tired, like
You're toast.
I'm tired. Yeah. I find the broadcasting actually kind of energizing. Curling to me is doing what I love to do. So it's never really an energy sucker. I find it almost energizes me, like being on the ice. It's kind of where I love to be. And my family was able to come to Niagara Falls, which always helps. And so you know what? And I was like this close to going, and Brent's like, "You're crazy, Jennifer. You can't drive 6.5 hours, get there at midnight, and then go to the ceremony, go to the induction, and then come back and be back for your 7:30 game that night." Like it just was. And sometimes I just agree to do things and don't really think about the ramifications of everything. But yeah, I don't know. And that's why I think I've curled for so long. Curling is what I feel keeps me young and just gives me life and energy. So I love it.
And that's right. What can I say?
Yeah. And winning helps with that too, keeping you going. So congratulations, Jennifer, your 10th slam title, first with the new team. I think we have some highlights of a superb shot. If we can roll this to score 3, you made it look easy. It wasn't the easiest shot in the world, but congratulations, Jay. Just tell us as we watch these highlights what it means to you and the team, because it was a beautiful celebration at the end of it all as well.
Yeah, it was. I mean, this was we got pretty fortunate to have this opportunity for 3, and it really did change the momentum of the game, just to score the 3 and get up early in the game. But it means the world to me. The girls are just so great, and it was their first slam final. It's the first time, like, we played in some quarters last year and never made it past, and then I don't know, like to go out there and like we pulled Tiranzoni in the quarters, and they beat us a couple times in the quarters last year, and then Hasselberg, and they're playing so well, and then to play Caitlin in the final. We had to play some really great teams, and the girls just played great, and they were so excited. So excited, and like I was so excited. It was just a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, your money, Jennifer, in big pressure, let's face it. So I was surprised it has been, you have no droughts, except one drought was the Grand Slam. So what was it like to kind of finally, as you say, the fields is so tough when you just mentioned Tiranzoni, Hasselberg, and then Caitlin. But what was it like to be back winning another slam after a bit of a drought?
It felt great. Like these are some of the toughest events to win because they're just filled with the best teams in the world. And yeah, it felt really good. We'd worked really hard, and just looking like they were so happy. Like it just made me feel so great. And yeah, like for me, it was just nice to have another one and to win one. And we've lost a couple of kind of big games along the way in the slams, and it just didn't work out. But to go and win one, yeah. And I don't think I've ever won this one, so it's kind of exciting.
Nice.
Yay.
Jennifer, myself, and a lot of people on social media were making a lot of you going up against Caitlin Laws and all the winning and all the memories you would have. I believe this was your 5th meeting. You were tied going into this, so you're now ahead. But what's it like? Can you just sort of put that all aside and focus on this just being another game? Or does something come up when you think about all those memories you would have shared together?
I think in the moment of the game, like it's totally just the game. Like you're always just playing the other color rocks. I don't know if you were like that, Colleen. Like you just you're looking at the rocks and you're trying to figure out how to get more of your rocks in the rings than the other color. I think it's just different at the end of the game. You know, you're used to celebrating together, and obviously it's just you're playing against them. So that part's a little bit different, but for the most part, it's good. And we have so many great memories, and you know, I wish them nothing but the best. And it's nice that we were both in the opportunity to play in the final.
Nice.
Commitment to the 5-person team this year, and now going with the 4-person team, except for maybe when you're playing mixed doubles. Why was that adjustment so necessary? What did you see either in the game that needed either consistency or, commitment? You had to know exactly what that person was throwing all.
For us, it was just, when Mackenzie elected to step away, it was just going forward. the rules don't really favor a 5-person team, to be honest. There's some rules that are pretty detrimental to having 5 people. So it just seemed to make sense to just continue with a 4-person team and then have a spare. And so that's what we decided to do. And Chelsea's Carrie's helping us out in a couple of events. And yeah, and that's the only reason. I really do believe it's a good thing, but it just, the rules aren't quite there yet.
Doesn't favor. You were talking about having fun and the smiles on the ice, Jim. We have another photo of you all
Nice
having fun outside of that. So you know, so many memories on the ice. We hear from curlers all the time, but these are the things and the experiences. And there's Glenn. Wonderful to see him as well, outside of the rink, that you're also able to experience.
Yeah, and they're just fabulous girls. I mean, Carly and Lauren being from the Maritimes, they just have this hospitable nature about them, and their smiles are infectious and their energy. And I remember when I was their age, Jill and I would always go early to every single event we played in Europe. And we used to go to Europe a lot more. So we pretty much traveled Europe together. And those are the things that I remember a lot about curling. And Jill and I did that. And so I tell them, like, you should do it. It's harder for me. I'm at a different stage. I've got a family and other kind of responsibilities, but it's fun when we can go and like have some laughs together, have a couple of drinks, or just share stories. And I never really feel older than them until we celebrate birthdays. Yeah. And then I can maybe reverse mine, and no, it still doesn't work.
How's the adjustment going to this new technique, and how much of it are you adapting with this change in the delivery philosophy? I mean, your delivery's money, there's nothing to change there, but making sure everybody's coming on the same line. I know this is a little maybe too technical talk, but how's that going? The adjustment when you've got 4 great curlers to go, hey, let's even try to ramp it up a little bit more.
Well, it's going great. And honestly, it's kind of how I've always believed this curling stone should be thrown. So it hasn't been that big of an adjustment. The girls made some adjustments last year, and obviously we've been fine tuning, but it's been really good and kind of confirming what we've already thought, and just working really hard at it. The girls work hard, I work hard, and I find that, like, if you ask me what the most important part of curling is, I always say technical excellence. And so it's to me, it's fun. I know that sounds like I'm a curling geek, eh? Technical
Well, you both
work
are.
is fun.
You both are. And anytime I
Yeah.
get you both together, it's why we're all still keeping up with the Jones.
Yeah.
So.
Good luck keeping up with Joneses. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, congrats, Jim. Beautiful.
Thank
always to see you in the winner's circle and having so much fun and continuing to inspire others. So thank you for making the time.
It was fun, and it was really special because Skyla was there, and she doesn't remember much before because it was COVID, and so she gets to remember one. We got a trophy pick, so that meant the world to me. It's great to have the kids involved. So thanks, guys.